She said a contractor is helping make repairs, but she said her insurance company canceled her coverage several months ago. This was connected to a claim for a new roof. New tonight, Columbus Blue Jacket players and fans gathered around Nationwide Arena in Columbus to honor a Blue Jacket star and his brother. Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau died last week, the day before their sister's wedding. The two were riding bicycles near their childhood home in New Jersey when investigators said a drunk driver hit them. At tonight's vigil, players talked about the kind of people Johnny and Matthew were. One player said he was the best dad in the world, and any second he was not on the ice, he was with his wife and two young daughters. All of the players who spoke talk about how much they are going to miss him.
So I had this little thing with John where I'd pick him up and give him a bear hug. And I wouldn't let him down until he told me he loved me. And he wouldn't tell me for a long time. But I know up here today that it was because he enjoyed the hugs. And it's just, we just miss him so much.
There were 13 minutes and 21 seconds of silence. 13 represented the number Johnny wore with the Blue Jackets. 21 was the number Matthew wore when he played at Boston College. Miami Valley Senator Niraj Antani is pushing a plan to legalize internet casino gaming in Ohio before he leaves office at the end of the year. The plan would require the Casino Control Commission work with casino license holders to bring iGaming to the Buckeye State. The plan, he said, with the success of sports betting here in Ohio, legalized iGaming is the next step. And put this in perspective, an Axios study found Ohioans bet almost $7.7 billion last year. That was almost $880 for every resident 21 and older. And it's the sixth highest of the almost 40 states which have legal sports betting. Storm Center 7 weather specialist Nick Dunn joins us. He says, clear night tonight. It's going to translate into tomorrow.
Yep.
And people want to get up early. If they don't, maybe you can. You're going to show us what those of us might miss.
I'll try to get up early. It's a little bit before 6:30 in the morning, but I know it's a little early for some of us. But you get a chance to see the International Space Station, and with these clear skies that we're going to have, we've got an almost direct overhead flight with that maximum height at 84 degrees above the horizon there. That means you can look almost straight up and just watch the International Space Station fly right by. It'll be visible for about 7 minutes from northwest to southeast, starting at 6:23 in the morning. We've got great viewing conditions with clear skies in store. But as a reminder, there's no flashing lights aboard the space station, so I would like to think that it's a moving dot or a moving star across the sky out there for us. Clear skies out there late this evening over downtown Dayton. The dew point at 52, a light south wind at 7 miles per hour, and temperature right now at 70 degrees. It's a bit warm for 11 o'clock at night, but we'll find those overnight lows tonight falling back into the 50s. Right now, Urbana and Wapakoneta are already down into the upper 50s. We're sitting at 67 in Troy and Springfield. Richmond, you're not far from those 50s there at 61 degrees, and Xenia and Springboro checking in at 70. And, of course, we have no rain to speak of. Tonight's eventual low, 56 degrees. So as you're going out and checking out the space station first thing in the morning, maybe a light jacket if you're going to be out there for more than just a couple of minutes. Otherwise, a cool and comfortable night again with that light southeast wind there at between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Let's go over a new run of Futurecast to help you time out that chance of rain, especially as we get towards Friday. But before we get there, you can see clear skies to start the day on Thursday. Again, Futurecast is trying to pop a shower or two during the afternoon tomorrow, but I think our air mass is just too dry to really give us any rain chances for the day tomorrow. We fast forward towards Friday morning, we start to see a bit more moisture ahead of that cold front. We could see a shower during the morning, but between about, say, 2 and 9 p.m. during the daytime hours, I should say, on Friday, gives us, I think, that best chance for a few showers and thunderstorms. But by 9, 10 o'clock, I think a lot of that is starting to move away. That's going to set the stage for a really cool weekend. In fact, Saturday morning, I think a lot of us are waking up in the 50s, and Sunday morning, we turn even cooler. The temperatures in the 40s to get the second half of your weekend started. Rainfall totals through early Saturday morning. We're talking a quarter to a third of an inch, I think, will be the general average. A few spots could pick up a little bit more than that. But the way I see it, we'll take any rain that we can get. Our rainfall deficit is growing quickly, approaching 3 inches below normal since June 1st. Afternoon highs for tomorrow, mid to upper 80s for most of us. A couple of spots down to the south may get pretty close to 90 degrees, but at least it's not overly muggy like we had last week. Here's a look at my Storm Center 7-day forecast. There's that weekend in view here for you. 70 on Saturday, 72 there on Sunday. And James, hopefully we can cash in on some rain because after Friday, there's just no rain in the forecast into next week.
We can sure use some. All right, Nick, thank you. When it comes to kids, 2 years can feel like a lifetime. some kids we ran into found a great way to make a difference with a playground everyone can use. So